move on to spark plugs, which I believe is a 5/8 inch. Yeah, I took it somewhere, but it's a 5/8 inch socket. I always use a deep socket. I never use the spark plug sockets, especially putting in. Yep, 5/8. And then to put those in, I'm going to use some anti-seize for each one. Another thing I'm doing here is, you probably can't see it on here, but the gap, it's for a 1991 or later Jeep Cherokee with the inline 6. The gap should be 0.035 inches. Even gives what type of spark plug to get. So RC12 LYC. I actually got RC12 ECC, so it's the copper one. So it's a copper plus. And I'm just checking the gap on them, which 2 of them were spot on. But the rest of these are too tight, so we're opening the gap up to the 0.035 gap that it requires. Anti-seize on it. That's probably a little more than I need, so I just bring it around. Don't have to do much. And what I do is, I'm just going to put it in. And I'm using the 5/8 socket just to screw her in, and I'm just doing them hand tight for right now. All right, now that we got all the spark plugs in place, we're going to torque them down to 27 foot-pounds. All right, now I got the grounding stud out. It doesn't go in very far, but just enough to grab onto it. And I did put some copper anti-seize on it, so that way it helps with the ground, and if you ever need to remove it, it won't be as much of a pain in the butt. And I'm just gonna snug it good with the drill. All right, and then the nut that came off of it, make sure you don't lose it, because you will need it. I'm just gonna slide it on there into place. All right, and now let's see the studs. Hopefully they'll come off easy. They're gonna be, I want to say, one of these. This one's an E8. Let me see if it's the right size. Yeah, that's the right size. So it's going to be an E8. So kind of like a star bit, but not quite a Torx. It's a little different. So unfortunately, that's going to be the tiny one. But I can upgrade it to a bigger socket. And I'm just hoping that we can get it off, because it can be because these things tend to rust because a lot of heat, and that came out pretty good, so that's sweet right there. All right, so the only thing I can find, so it's the number 6 and number 7 bolts, I believe. And you're talking about the studs. So I don't know if that was considering just the nut, but I'm just gonna go with 17 foot-pounds for the stud, and then do 17 foot-pounds for the nut. We're gonna put some anti-seize on these. And then this is, I believe, number 7. Number 6 is this corner, according to the Haynes manual. Now I got that finger tight. Now I need to change this to, so now we'll do the last stud. So, and I believe this is number 6. 6, and then 7's in the rear. Make sure I'm still on. There you go. See. So next step is to get her in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and use this gasket I got from the guy up in Flat Rock. Didn't know I'd be using it so soon. And what's nice about these is this tells you it's what direction to put it. So, and then this side doesn't say anything. So I like these. Has this extra rubber around here to just give it some extra seal. And then, so this little groove where it says top, this little groove is where your distributor cap goes, if you have a distributor cap. And then just goes on right like that. It's a little curved, but there you go. So now it's gonna start getting the head bolts out. So I just ordered their Felpro cylinder head bolts. I got them right off of Amazon. Not that expensive really. And the reason why I'm digging into it is because a studded one like this you want in the rear corner right here as you put it in. Although we'll probably put some stuff on it. Alright, on second thought, I'm going to end this video right here. Mostly because I want to let this gasket and everything right here cure before I'm moving it around. Because I'm going to have to be grabbing on this side to put it up in. I'm just going to let that dry and cure. And it should be good by in the morning. So in the morning I'll clean off the surfaces with brake cleaner and then continue on and put this on in. And then we'll be putting in the rockers and everything that goes with it there. And hopefully this fixes our problem. So I'll see you guys in the next video.